monthly full moon in Taurus reading Leo. Leo collective, Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo Venus, Leo Mars. Every Leo on this planet, welcome to see this reading and divination. This is extensive reading, so I already have monthly predictions with opportunity and challenge, but this is going a little bit deeper. We're going to use today the Wild Unknown Alchemy spread less is more, and we start a tune, but I have pre-selected you already a crystal and a card. And this card I just have freshly designed. It's from my Invisible Tarot deck that I've been designing. So this is King of Cups, new card. So this is now for Leo, the overall energy going into this full moon in Taurus. Emotionally mature and heartfelt King. I rock your world. So here, the King is having emotional stability on this like a little island of emotions going around. So here is your card. I also have here a black cat. It's very similar, like a statue on this. This is to memorize my dear black cat who died on the Leo season. He was my inspiration. He died 2013, already so long time ago, but I never forget him, and he was really my rock star cat, the witchy cat, the only black cat I ever had. But here to honor his memory also, here is now this King of Cups, the best feeling heartfelt king for you, Leo, now. Miss Ruby Joel, good morning, Pisces Sun, Leo Moon. Okay, cool. You have a chance to ask a question then today. But I hope you saw last time when I did you a reading. It was, I think that you were not anymore here, but I did once a reading for you. So I hope you notice it later. Sometimes I do then tag a person when I have selected question. So anyway, let's go. This is now third eye crystal. It's a crystal from Romania, Labradorite. It's like a special, and that's why you get this kind of secret forest deck with it. We have a theme here for every star sign now in full moon in Taurus that take me to Wonderland. So we go a little bit like imaginative, what is happening now in a love life, of course. It's good, very good omen, this heartfelt king, deep going emotions, possibly. Maturity about it. Okay, before we go here, we start immediately with this less is more spread. So I will take you 2 cards only, and then we see what's happening now. But I got to the other star signs I was kind of interested to see. So let's see Leo now. We have this current energies. Pluto is going very shortly to Aquarius, so it's still last days in Capricorn now. So what is this whole energy currently meaning for Leo? What you need less going forward, and what more? Leo, 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 what do you need less? This one. And what more? Leo. I almost felt it. Okay, no? This. Okay. So let's see. Ta-da. Less summer. Interesting, because you have such a summer sign. Okay, of course. We are welcoming here winter. So if somebody was living in some summer feeling still, less summer, whatever is this meaning, this kind of full blooming moment, less that. I see this often as a family tree even, but I don't know. Let's see, and more. Wow, moon. I love to see this. So we have a full moon in Taurus. And even Taurus is such an earth energy. And it's almost telling me, like, because this is a full moon in Taurus reading, like if you would think about this earth energy for Taurus now for the full moon. Less that, less the earth, more the sky energy. The moon, actually, the moon power. Everything is up in the sky, more like that. But also, of course, moon is beautiful cycles. Moon is also very much connected to King of Cups. King of Cups is water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Connected also very heavily. So interestingly, you have this high tide, low tide energy, but more that feeling deeply with the water energies. Wow, let yourself really be this kind of poet looking to the moon and making some poems. I don't know, like very romantic, I think I see here. Whatever is this summer here, we will find out. Maybe I start reading immediately. There was this interesting wisdom here that when you like a card, like I personally, I'm a Gemini, but I like this tree, then the message is like when you need this less, if you like this card, perhaps you have become too reliant on its qualities and you should lessen the dose. So something about this tree now, less. Less summer, Leo. Fullness, vitality, sensuality, which are all very good things, but somehow that wise now is less. And it's very connected indeed to Taurus energy. That's like a really enjoying life, but let's read. To experience summer is to be embodied. The summer air kisses every crevice of our body, opening us up in ways long forgotten. Lust, desire, laughter, sweat, physicality, these are all expressions of summer's fullness shining through. When this card appears, know that the senses are heightened and the work is nearing full expression. It may feel as though things are electrified or about to burst. Keep in mind that like all the alchemical seasons, summer will soon pass. For now, everything is in your narrative is fleshed out and the story has just another chapter or two until it begins again. So revel in this time of ripening and rhythm, celebrate, gather, connect. Whether the season is literal or metaphorical, let yourself be swept into the pools of these hot and heavy nights. Okay, so you need less that. Maybe you are kind of overwhelmed with your body lately, so you should like calm down a little bit because winter is this kind of resting period. So tells me like it could tell that there has such a being like such a growth and such a like action that you need a little bit rest from all this blooming. You don't always have to be in full bloom. It can also be a bit resting. Summer is the season of fire. If this card appears with other hot cards, take note, the work may be indeed of cooling and anchoring, which is interesting because you got this King of Cups and I draw there anchor, of course, the captain of the soul, captain of whatever, captain of the soul. Anchor here, it's like well anchored. This could be the message. You have to be really like keeping it emotional balance among all the turbulence of life. There could be a lot of like happening. Of course, the 3-2 would have strong roots, but here this kind of king is on the rock while everybody's going around here. But less this kind of changing, growing, blooming, and more moon. Interesting, mystical moon. Moon is always in tarot like a secrets and hidden stuff. And you need that more. Maybe the mystic and mystery. It's part of kind of this artistic King of Cups. It's part this kind of very poetic soul. So I think maybe you want to see beyond this kind of normal life, just regular nature, like going beyond like this really list, like a lunar cycles, all these kind of things that happen. Even on the front of this deck has like both sides. So on the top is this fox. It's just randomly like that now. Fox looking to the sky. So also this is like a focus is now what's happening in the sky. Something for Leo now you should like take all in with this sky energy. More that. Number 2 is of course number of High Priestess, which is also very much this kind of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. So you have that now going deep. Pluto, of course, we have always Pluto in action, going to Aquarius now, is this kind of Scorpio, very going deep. So it's time to be very like a philosophical or poetic, romantic, magic, something like this. More this. Moon, more moon for Leo. Mystery, receptivity, intuition. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries, and of course, full moon is connected to archetype mother very heavily, while the tree often is said to be a father. So you kind of have like less father, more mother, if you would have this. Of course, this can be goddess energy too, so I mean, it's kind of both actually, this one. Summer is actually both. Solstice is really like a goddess and god, both. But now it's more focused on this kind of feminine, dark feminine mysteries. Once a month, the moon slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in a constant transition and continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though, as the moon speaks in the language of symbols, and deciphering its message takes time and receptivity. Magic is a food, sink into it, sweet child. Yes, now would be very good to have any kind of ritual for the full moon. Like really be receptive. Well, this was talking about having this kind of hot body. I know in Tai Chi, I have practiced it since 2005. There is, of course, all those elements and movements related to. And if you have too much fire, you have to calm it down, like moving very slowly, like stepping like a kind of like a slow space would calming the fire. And maybe this kind of meditative walking somehow, taking really like conscious gestures. Everything is like, even with the, I don't know, you could really play with this kind of magical mysteries energies, like dance also would be a beautiful way to express, because King of Cups is of course very creative and expressive. So there could be something that you could do with this kind of expressing now yourself and be receptive what comes. Like me also, this tarot reading, I create this sacred space and I let come what comes. Even I pre-select certain crystals, because it's nice to have this, that this some of cards are empty. So then indeed I had to draw this card. This came empty. So I had to do it. That's why I had to take it before, because some are empty. So I have a good reason to draw more when I do this. Now I calculate I have drawn so far out of 78 cards for this deck, 28 cards. So still so much to go. Anyway, let's focus to Leo now. So this is now, there is like to ponder the center of the moon. What is the center of the moon? I think it's really like time to ask this kind of, or like, no, it's time to be intuitive in the sense like exactly listen. And there is some intuitive practice. I have made course content also about it. how you can just drop into your kind of right side of brain more and close the left side. And this would be now the time to do it. Really calm down to receive the messages. You can get it all kind of way. Now, let's see. Next thing we're gonna see before we go further, maybe? No, we're gonna see immediately this full moon in Taurus and then current feelings of a person. Okay. So now we just use this deck, Leo. What the full moon in Taurus energies are wanting to come. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna see only after which side is it. I'm gonna have to feel. Sometimes I need bigger stone to feel. I can give you this tip that crystals amplify the energies. You feel it more. This one. And one more. Okay, everything black. So what is going on here? Everything is like a shadow side. Interestingly, there is this kind of saying like in the moonlight the colors go away. And you needed less this kind of bright colors. It's almost like when you take a photograph and you would make this picture like black and white, you start to see more shapes. You start to see more like this kind of graphic shapes. Something like this is coming to me now. This is your Wonderland reading. Like it's like really, when you look things in black and white, there's a different way to see things. Because now everything is black and white here. But first of all, we have Four of Cups. This would be, there is just like this. It can be sometimes anxiety. Here we have this kind of little bit broken tower, or like an old tower. This could be a little bit like a waiting energy, waiting to hear something to go forward, like you are like having the fourth cup from the spirit usually, but this is here. Then we have, is this, yes, no, yeah, it's Justice card, but it's also like this opposite. So something about some truth and justice that's also like in the dark. Okay, let's see forward. Then we have, yes, Queen of Pentacle. So the Pentacle energy is here. And Wheel of Fortune, yes. Okay, let's start turning them around, but now we see them black and white. And we have a King and a Queen on the table because this is the King of Cups. King of Cups, of course, can be a little bit more secretive, a little bit this kind of type that is not showing all the cards. While Queen of Cups is usually very good queen. But now it's like almost like a bad queen. Something with the finances is maybe bothering. Something is, why this light is going like this? Strange that this light is, maybe it's reacting to the weird. I see this light going weird. What is wrong with my phone? Is this card like, okay. Maybe it's this this candlelight is doing something here. Okay. Anyway, here we have Queen of Pentacle, King, and Justice. It's like a Libra energy also. Truth. Something is wrong. But luck is also opposite. What is it? You need less this material world. Here we have kind of a little bit that. Something is wrong there. Okay, let's turn them so we start to get back to the colors. What could this be? Of course, they are almost sequentially, like 11 and 10 is here. I don't know if something has happened now in this portal for you Leo, but 10, 11 or anything like that. But it is something has to be right and just and fixed here. What is it? We can always verify. But these cards are so cryptic that is even difficult for me. Anyway, you are like unlucky. You have like money, not everything okay with this kind of caring queen. Then there is like some legal issues, and then there is like this tower, like that is actually like a 4 cups, but this can be anxiety. So all were a little bit like you have issues, some issues. Let's keep them still here because they are here. Some full moon in Taurus might be, maybe is really you need to kind of escape to daily problems to really like start to see the bigger picture, or like the mystery and the magic in the when you feel like there is such a like issues here that feel like dark energy. But I know that there is this Pluto in Capricorn last time, so these are kind of said to be very dark times. So in the world, all the world might be issues even about related to some legal matters, or like I see this all this kind of news, music industry, things going bad. It will be totally this kind of some pop star who is doing some schemy things, or some legal case that is rise for somebody. There's some anxiety, bad luck. But there is this truth, like, okay, I rock your world, talking about the rock star. Here we have, at least for you, showing this kind of good captain of the soul, that it's gonna guide you to calmer waters or something. If there is now kind of high tide of emotions related to money or justice case or anything, like justice card is of course following your own path. So if you are like pleasing others or something, you might like lost the sight what is your truth, what is your path. And this is a little bit lost here, like you should be more self-focused, what is your thing. Okay, but I want to turn them around a little bit so we get a little bit, at least a visual that it's possible. But maybe, let's see, let's verify to understand more. Yeah, having full moon in Taurus. Oh, this is one. And where is gonna land this one? Maybe here. Leo, what is this energy about? What is this energy about? This was the first card coming. Okay, talking about the money with the Queen of Pentacles. So it's also like a actually interesting. Again, there is this boat and the water, like here in the King of Cup. So this is about how like flow state you can be to create something like a wealth. How much you flow with the life. Are you stagnant? Are you like sticking into money, like this with scarcity mindset, or are you able to like flow this kind of with the life? This might be, there might be some kind of like a what you got few, or you have this feeling like you don't have enough because this was dark money queen. So it's some kind of choices that keep you busy, like, oh, is this, should I do this or that? But dancing is also here. I already said that you should have some moon dance, so that's also here. Then we have here, okay, Queen of, Nine of Pentacle with the luck card. That was bad. So being independent is showing here. Maybe it has been not always so easy. This could be a single person too, living alone or handling everything alone. Maybe it's not always the luck on your side, but there's still the Pentacle energy again, very Virgo energy. And then we have a Queen of Swords, about this Justice card, that is very much, again, cut the crap. Like you have some crap in your life, you have to cut it out. Truthful Queen is here, and Queen of Swords, when there is problems, is able to turn the pain into wisdom. So if there is something like this, is Justice card is very similar, like sword up. There is some justice that needs to happen, but also if there is pain, you can go about it to turn that into wisdom, like kind of like a alchemical way. So interesting. That is, there is some kind of clear cut. You might even have to cut people out of your life. Could be that, because this queen doesn't take a crap. It's like a Gemini queen is, or Libra, Aquarius, air sign queen is very fast to choose. Seeing clarity. And what is this? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is back here. So everything is again going around with this Queen of Pentacles. Let me see. Of course, this is a Taurus energy again. We have a full moon in Taurus. We are asking what is this energy now for Leo. So this good Queen is here to show up that you can be this kind of like having, like if there would be a fairy tale, there would be this kind of Queen Mother, or there would be like a Snow White, like a very good queen, taking care of the kingdom. But then we had this kind of waiting energy here. What is it? Maybe what feelings that is true. Cup energy is like a heart energy. And sometimes, yeah, emotions can block us. Our wealth also can be influenced with the emotions. So maybe there is something how you are like triggered by something, or you have anxiety about some emotional things. So you feel like you have to wait a little bit, because this normal person, I'm gonna show this card, sitting under a tree. This person is sitting in her chair. It's kind of feeling like a waiting something to happen. It's heavily focused on this pentacle that she has. She got the wealth. She got everything. She is the good queen. She is like a caring mother also. It could be pregnancy even. This whole thing could be about some pregnancy. Where is this card? Every time I pick it like with the hand, but I can pick it immediately some card. But if I have to look for it, take ages. Where is this? And I want to show you here. So I'm talking about this. This Four of Cups is this card. And the spirit is giving this kind of cup. Here, this is like a mother queen with a pentacle. And indeed, this could be like a even pregnancy. It could be even in some cases that somebody wanna be getting pregnant or waiting something about like about the family life to happen. It could be even that. But here we have this kind of single woman in, and here we have this kind of, indeed, here is two pentacle talking about it, while here is having one, and it's just wanting to have a little bit like a guidance from the spirit. It's like a bit unsure about the situation. So these kind of feelings are now going on under this full moon in Taurus. Rock your world. Who is gonna rock your world? Are you rocking your own world? What is it? Maybe we verify even that King of Cups. Let me see which one I take. Let's have a Halloween deck, because usually I use for the third eye always this. But this is a special stone, so that's why. Let's verify this kitty cat. What we need to know more about this Captain of the Soul. What wants to say to you? Okay, resting. So if this was like less this kind of hot fire and action, now it's time to rest. And of course, the cat is like here resting on the here. It's nice, black cat is showing here. But it's good, it's also for energy. So for stability, I think you have to gather your strength, not consume it, but gather it. Yeah. Even like having this kind of feminine energy, moon energy is to relax, is to take it easy, is not to, it's really resting energy. It's not to run around like crazy horse or run around like a chicken without head. Not like that, but be really like there is like a really strong woman type here. Firm, just, clear-headed, even psychic. Here, independent, hard worker also, because vineyard is hard to make. And here, like a very dedicated and focused on that whatever is that she wants to have. Could be even pregnancy, but it's like something that she wanna have and keep and hold and keep dear. It's like nurturing, like a mother. Like a mother energy is always like nurturing. Here the person is waiting, this kind of resting, but here is advised kind of like emotionally. Don't take part of all kind of shenanigans around you, but like rest on that rock, or like be a little bit like resting and gathering your energies now in this full moon in Taurus. So that is, you can be having like a upper hand if you are like a kind of like a less restless. And let me see now. Current feelings of the person, Leo. Let's bring that in. Audience is not saying much, but today, even if you are Miss Ruby Jewel are still here, you can ask me a psychic question. Of course, I have a time limit because I want to keep another reading. So now I focus Leo's partner or person who loves Leo. What wanna say? Oi, oi, oi. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, one more. Okay, this was coming. So what is it? In 6 months, you will either have 6 months of excuses or 6 months of progress. The choice is yours. Okay. Interesting, like a kind of like a moment to choose. What did you do? Kind of this. There could be some excuses that stops you. But what if you do that? You choose one. You choose this one and focus on it. Nirvana. Something in the way it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. Interesting. It's nice, this kind of very moon shape again, or pentacle shape, but Nirvana. Anyway, what is this? When you finally learn that person's behavior have more to do with the internal struggle than it ever did with you, you learn grace. Shy, hiding, nervous, hinting feelings, keeping cards close to chest. Fear of rejection, trying to read you from afar. So somebody can be very shy. Maybe, Leo, you are a really visible person in the world. It's kind of independent go-getter. So then your person is kind of opposite of that. Possible. More shy type. Sacral chakra, I'm prosperous and love having money. I love money and money loves me. So your person could be even rich. They have a good relationship with money. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought, which they seldom use. Soren Kierkegaard has said this. These are feelings of your person, about you, Leo. And then we have non-Shepard. I put here when she lived from 11th of February 1893 till 27th of February 1981. And here is something about Living Mountain. It's a beautiful book she wrote, which make me think about, she was really this kind of person. She was like walking in the nature, and she was really this kind of lady. In the book, she describes herself like this kind of lady in the woods, dressed possibly very fancy, but still going to hike, like this kind of romantic epoch. Hiking alone as a high class lady and writer. Like, let's read. The Living Mountain, maybe we have it here. It is as with all creation, matter impregnated with mind, but the resultant issue is a living spirit, a glow in the consciousness that perishes when the glow is dead. It is something snatched from non-being, that shadow which creeps in us continuously and can be held off by continuous creative act. To aim for the highest point is not the only way to climb a mountain. Wow. This person wrote this book really like a long time ago. It was just about, I think it was before the Second World War or something, she wrote that book, but it came out later. But interesting. The person feels some interesting conscious and shadow stuff, spiritual journey stuff. With you, sacral chakra, I'm capable of healing my life. I choose to seek assistance and help where I feel it will benefit my awareness and growth. Asking help is always good. If you need like a legal support also here, thinking like so not everything has to be done alone. This is a very alone energy here. This person is always alone here, always. So yeah, maybe sometimes there is this kind of sin even. If you're prideful, that's a sin to be prideful. You should kind of be more like a humble sometimes. You don't always have to manage everything. Anyway, I think this is your reading for full moon in Taurus, Leo. I don't remember if I took anything else for other signs. I don't think. Now, the possibility is here that somebody from the audience can ask me a psychic question. Is there any Leos? There was this Miss Ruby Jewel said like she was Leo moon, which is beautiful. There is this moon emphasis on this reading also. It's nice to have a moon sign fire. I have a Mars, Aries in moon. It's cool to have this kind of fire sign as a moon. Just to say. And then also you can check in like astrocartography, like where are your all kind of placements in the globe, where should you travel, and when I check this, I know this like I live on my moon line, like where I live like on the moon. It's kind of funny, like I live on my Aries line. So yes, but I think I will end this reading if nobody asks a question. I will next come back. Yes, it's next reading is 9 o'clock in Belgium time, Central European time. It's 9 o'clock, and that's for Virgo. So I will come back, and then after that is still Libra. I still do Libra today, and that's Belgium time, 10:30, 22:30. So thank you for seeing this. If you like my reading, give me a like, share, subscribe if you already didn't, and see you soon. And happy full moon in Taurus. Okay.